So the rewards for the Theme Team Surge events have been leaked. Well, kind of. They've kind of been leaked. We'll go over all that information today, what that means for you guys, what you guys should be doing to prepare, and just overall, my overall thoughts behind all of these cards. Now, before we do get into anything, if you are the type of person that doesn't like to be spoiled, that you want to be surprised on Good Morning Madden, you don't want to know about these cards, I definitely would say now is your time to click off this video. But if you are interested to see, what cards are coming out, how you guys can sort of plan your grind, if you want to grind, now versus next week versus the week after, holding your tokens, all those great things, we'll be going over that in the video. So definitely stay tuned right now. And of course, like I always tell you guys before we get into it, make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe, man, as we are on the road to 4,000 subscribers, my boys. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get right into the video. So the way that I figured this out, and I mean, I'm sure a lot of people have honestly kind of figured this out at this point, but I feel like it's not very many people talking about it. If people have talked about it, I haven't seen any videos on it. I haven't really seen people really talking about it, live streaming wise either. But if you go over to the catalog and you go down here to program and you scroll down to where it says Theme Team Surge, which is at the bottom, you click right here, it will take you and go over here and filter all of these cards. Now, at the beginning of the video, when I mentioned that they got leaked, I think it's intentional that they got leaked, right? And I use that term very loosely. The cards are in the catalog, so we've kind of already known that these cards are coming out and what they're going to be, and we actually know which ones are going to be for every week. So if you guys see right here, again, for the first week, Pat Tillman, even in the description, it says Theme Team Surge Week 1 head-to-head champion. So that's how we know this is the Pat Tillman you get for going flawless for your first time. Now, if you check literally right next to the Pat Tillman, there is this Steve Smith Sr. So this is going to be the card that we're going to be getting for week 2 or tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be getting this card tomorrow. You're going to be getting this card if you go 6-0 and you exchange your what's it called? So obviously, as you see right here, if we go over to the set, it's not in the game yet. So that is why you can't actually redeem him. But whenever you do go 6-0 for the very first time, you can use your token here. Now, let's just take a look at the attributes and everything. Now, this card's only 5'9". I mean, at this stage, I'm not really sure. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if this card is really going to be worth grinding. Obviously, his stats are amazing. His abilities are amazing. But 5'9", I mean, I don't know, man. Again, y'all want to have fun? Hey, I'm all for it. Again, he has a ton of, good abilities. You can go put on a double me. You can go put on, ankle breaker. He's also got angry run. So you have the choice between a lot of great X factors. So don't get me wrong. This card is still going to be very good. It's just he's going to be undersized. So, do with that information what you will. For me personally, again, I'm really only going to be running Falcons cards. So I'm going to sell this card and I'm going to grind to get him as quick as I can to make as many coins as I can, if you feel what I'm saying. That's pretty much what he's going to be for. Now, here's where things kind of get interesting, because if you don't want to get this, which, I mean, again, I don't know why you wouldn't. If you go 6-0, I don't know why you wouldn't, want to basically get this card. But you could also save your card. You could also save your token, your 6-0 token, possibly for the next weeks as well, if we can use the token from the previous week. Essentially, I don't know if that's true, but it's definitely worth a shot, because for people that if you don't go 6-0 very often, you don't really believe in yourself as much, which I think some of you guys are selling yourself short on that front. You can definitely save the token if you don't aren't interested in this card, it doesn't fit your theme team, etc. The third week's card is even better, and I do think everybody should be grinding for that one specifically. Now, just like we were talking about, if you go over to the Theme Team Surge and you go filter it in the catalog, you will also see this Night Train Lane card. So this is the card we're going to be getting for week 3 of the Theme Team Surge event. Again, same sort of description right here. And again, same sort of thing where you cannot get his set until he's actually in the game week 3. So we're going to be getting that next week. So with that being said, let's just take a look at this card. This card's 6'1". Now, again, 6'1", I mean, at this stage is kind of small, but I would say for a DB, that is serviceable. That's good enough. 5'9" as a wide receiver, though, you feel me? And again, I'm not trying to deter you guys from doing that, but I do think this card is better than the Steve Smith. And that's why I was saying, if you guys, you don't want to grind, you don't have enough time to grind, you know, whatever your case may be, this might be the card that I think you guys should be grinding for, and what I think you guys should be, you know, locking in for. He might even stay on the team. We'll see. I don't know, because again, you know, for all my man cover zero, you know, goons out there, you feel what I'm saying? He does have bottleneck and he does have universal. I wouldn't put on shutdown or zone hawk. I would personally just put on bottleneck and universal coverage if you're gonna run man. Now if you're gonna run zone, you could just put on universal, and then I guess something like shutdown or zone hawk. I mean, at this stage it don't really matter. And then of course you can go put on film study. I personally will never put on film study because I think that is a cheap ability and it also desyncs games. But that's neither here nor there. I will not, you know, kind of harp on that. But I do think this card, like I said, I think this card is definitively better than the Steve Smith, and it could be, you know, a good way for you guys to, you know, again, save your token, or, you know, things like that. You know, if you don't have time to grind next week and you want to be able to save the time to grind the next week, do that, you know, save your tokens, etc., etc. I do think, again, this card is going to be worth it. You know what I'm saying? 99 speed, 99 excel, 99 is all across the board. And again, it's the same thing with the Steve Smith. But, you know, again, I just wanted to shed light on this because I felt like not a lot of people were talking about it. And again, it'll kind of give you guys a little bit more of an understanding of, you know, what you guys want to grind for, what we have in the pipeline. We know what's coming out, and we know we can be able to sell this card for very expensive, especially when they first come out versus later, because the same thing happened, you know, again with this Pat Tillman. We go check out over here, when he first came out, he was selling for I think almost 1 million coins, and obviously he's only 500k. So if you want, you could grind as early on as you can. You know what I'm saying? Grind up, get him, sell him quickly, and then just rebuy him at a lower price. That is something that I will always tell you guys to go ahead and do. And again, just in case you guys didn't believe me, and again, obviously it doesn't show the exact amount, but as you can see, the first day they came out, he was worth 621k. And as you guys can see, over the course of the week, he has dropped well over 100,000. Probably he's going to drop even more tomorrow. Once the event does refresh, he's going to drop even more. So again, just something to keep an eye on. Again, just something for you guys to know. If you want to maximize the most amount of your coins, definitely go grind first. Get it done. You know what I'm saying? That is what I would say. And hopefully, you know, this type of video does help you guys, you know, hopefully it helps you guys be prepared for the upcoming weeks. Now, I don't know exactly what the, you know, rule set is going to be. That's something that, you know, I'm not 100% sure on. That's nothing we'll be able to, you know, check. But we do know the rewards, and I do think that is something good to share with you guys. Oh, boys, that is going to wrap it up. Again, we're going to be seeing some more Theme Team Surge cards dropping tomorrow. Hopefully they drop some more heat, because I'm not going to lie, they have been absolutely cooking with this promo. I think this promo is actually really solid, honestly. I mean, it is kind of goofy with all the out of position cards, but hey, it's Made Madden. Who really cares that much? You feel what I'm saying? But hopefully y'all enjoyed it, man. If you guys did, make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next video, man. And appreciate all the support like we always say. And again, we'll catch y'all in the next one, boys. Peace.